3. As you can see, I'm back in my office, so you're going to hear from me a lot more often. Thanks for being patient with me. This week, I just wanted to point out that there are 2 main assignments that you're going to need to do. One is to engage in the discussion forum. Make sure that you're taking the time to read the feedback that I'm giving each of you on the discussion forum posts. I always make sure to give you individual feedback. That's designed to help you understand what you're doing great and how to more deeply engage with each other, drive that grade up. I will be going through the discussion forums from last week and discussing those and providing you some feedback on those. The other thing you have to do is another assignment related to your paper, right? So one of the things that we're going to talk about this week is the emergence of the state. So we tend to take states for granted, right? But they are actually a historically contingent form of political organization. States didn't always exist. Political groupings like Greek city-states, we can forgive the use of the same word, empires, kingdoms, they're actually different forms of political organization. The state is a relatively modern form of human interaction. Why that emerged, why it persists is an important question, because it allows us to flip that around and look at sort of the stability of the state and the relevance. The other thing that we'll talk about this week is political identity, which is the way in which people associate themselves as groups, and then how they look to the state to interact with them as groups, right? So nationalism and political identity. Those are things that I'll talk a little bit more about in a subsequent video that you'll get later in the week about the material. But really the point that we're going to try to drive at is, once you get my feedback, is to look at sort of why the state relates to the problem that you're interested in, right? How this organization of people can or cannot relate to the problem in which you're interested in, right? So if you look at that. So just lastly, those are the 2 things you have to do. Look for grades from me over the next 24 to 48 hours to get caught up, and then look to that assignment toward the end of the week.